Hear that? Tick, tock, tick, tock. The Democratic Party's on the clock.
I think the Democratic Party, as we know it, is about to end. I think that this is the birth of the new left.
Schumer went to war without a plan to win, and now his own troops won't back him.
The Democrat, I think they had an exit ramp here, and now they've just shut the exit ramp down, and there's no, it's interstate that goes into infinity.
Chuck's working the phones, telling Democrats not to criticize the deal. This is the Biden cover-up all over again. Guys, don't say he's old. These videos are cheap fakes. But Democrats won't be bullied into silence again. One activist said this, quote, "The most minimal thing in order to pivot back to the election is to have one head roll, and that head is Chuck Schumer." Schumer hasn't been forced out yet, but Democrats are already looking for someone younger, prettier, and Puerto Rican.
He's worried about AOC, and AOC, I think, will take him on. I think I talked to her tonight, and she'll announce tomorrow. If she announced tomorrow, she'd raise $10 million over the weekend. They'd be throwing money at her as fast as it'd be record amounts because people are sick of Chuck Schumer and sick of him.
AOC is already measuring the drapes, and the Congresswoman says she's got a big tent, even big enough for ultra MAGAs.
I fully welcome Trump voters into our coalition. And I know that sounds crazy to some people, but just hear me out. I can't tell you how many times someone has pulled me aside. I was once a big Trump voter and a Trump supporter, and now I've learned, and now I've changed.
Yeah, and black lesbians are coming up to me and telling me they love the five. But who knows? Maybe that's true. People in Queens like to swing, swing voters. By the way, where is Chuck? If these 8 Senate Democrats really did go rogue, shouldn't they be punished? Shouldn't Chuck be calling them out? The traitorous 8? But he's not, is he? Chuck put him up to it, then slinked away like a wuss. In politics, you never want to create a vacuum. Now the crazy wing is making moves on the upper chamber.
You're thinking about running for Senate yourself.
I am absolutely thinking about running for Senate, and I'm hoping to have an answer within my inner circle, probably within the next week and a half or so.
Worst case scenario, we have AOC and Crockett running the Senate. Young, brash basket cases who can't do math. And they're on a warpath. Jazzy says, doesn't matter who you are or where you came from, age is just a number.
There is this feeling within our base that we need to have younger people. I will tell you that I don't necessarily just subscribe to ageism. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, because even when you look at the votes and you look at the 6 Democrats that actually broke ranks yesterday out of the House, I can tell you that they weren't all elderly.
That's not just a threat to Chuck, that's a threat to any young buck. And since Schumer's MIA, who's gonna stop him? Hakeem? Hips is patting everybody on the back.
Leader Schumer and the overwhelming majority of Senate Democrats waged a valiant fight week after week after week, month after month after month, starting in September into November.
Fight? Democrats didn't even draw blood. Trump just said no, and then eventually they said, all right, fine.
They wanted to pay them $1.5 trillion, which would have really hurt our healthcare businesses and our recipients at levels never seen before. Today, we're sending a clear message that we will never give in to extortion, because that's what it was. They tried to extort, the Democrats tried to extort our country.
Nancy knows Chuck got rolled. They had to bring her out of semi-retirement just to call Trump names.
He pronounced that during Climate Week that this was a con job. This is a scam. No, Mr. President, you are projecting again. You are the con job. You are the scam.
The media knows Nancy's the real boss, and they were bird-dogging her all over the Capitol.
Do you still support Senator Schumer in his role as minority leader?
Yes, I do. Who I don't support is the President of the United States as the worst president for children America's ever had.
Nancy has one foot in Congress and the other foot in the vineyard. She thinks Hips is a hothead and hates AOC. Her and Obama put a nice coalition together, and now it's falling apart. The party's moving far left. They're going to primary electable Democrats, and these wingnuts are going to get slaughtered in the general and jeopardize flipping Congress. With the party scrambling, Nancy's pushing Newsom.
Gavin Newsom is being welcomed as kind of a rock star in Brazil this week. The world still needs and wants American leadership.
A San Francisco liberal is the one thing stopping a full commie takeover. It's already getting ugly. Newsom's former chief of staff was just charged with fraud. I wonder who was behind that. Ms. Dana Williamson's facing 23 counts for trying to steal $250,000 in campaign cash and funnel it to her friend. You know who started this investigation? The Biden DOJ. Her lawyers say that Biden prosecutors were asking about Governor Newsom, and she didn't flip. Wonder why the Biden administration was investigating the Newsom team around the same time of the coup. You think Kamala had anything to do with that? Kamala and Newsom hate each other. They're California rivals. They'll be rivals for the nomination in 28. The battle lines are drawn. Pocahontas ditched Schumer and went to New York to strategize with Kami Mandani. JB Back won't even listen to Schumer, but he did pick up the phone when Mandani called. Mandani's been working the phones. He chatted with Shapiro in Pennsylvania and Wes Moore in Maryland. The commies are making a national play, but Paul Revere in a hoodie is warning the whole party.
America's future and my party's future is not socialism or kinds of outlandish far left kinds of ideas. And it's been a year ago, after we lost the election, a lot of those parts and part of those ideas pushed our party over the cliff. And that's why we're in this situation right now.
Mandani, AOC, Pocahontas, they're not even pushing traditional communism. They're really not talking about the working class. They're pushing academic communism, communism for college grads.
The bubble we live in, you and I both live in, which is, I went to college, you didn't. Screw you. That is the attitude that I hear all the time. Town versus gown has gotten to be political. The people that didn't get to college are voting for Trump. Why? Because of snobbery and attitude.
White-collar communism won't cut it. Only 40% of the country has a college degree. These snobs don't want to help people. They just want to hurt Trump, blow up the border, and deprogram the deplorables in flyover country. If they really wanted to help the working men and women of this country, they wouldn't be talking about Epstein. And they definitely wouldn't still be stuck on the big, beautiful ballroom.
I've been a long-time OG anti-Trumper for a long time, for basically my whole life, adult life. Never did I get in my wildest nightmares literally taking it down a part of the White House, like literally just taking the White House apart. Like, he might as well have put like a little bomb in it and just blew up the East Wing.
TDS is at all-time highs. It's so bad, 40% of Democrat young women are considering self-deporting. The ones who aren't fleeing to France are staying here, just waiting around for Trump to die.
Joe Biden had a bad debate night, and the world exploded. Okay? That was all that was going to be talked about, all this other bullshit. And Donald Trump's physical and mental collapse is right in our faces every damn day. He is a guy who is physically and mentally knocking on death's door loudly.
Trump was ending the government shutdown at 10 o'clock last night. If Biden was president, he would have called a lid and opened it up in the morning. Democrats don't just want Trump to die. They want anyone who agrees with Trump to die.
I mean, the right would say really rough things and names. Some names I won't repeat on TV. But the on the left, it was like they want me to die, or that we're cheering for your next stroke.
Fox News alert: Senator John Fetterman took a fall and landed in the hospital this morning. He was taking an early morning walk, felt lightheaded, and he collapsed near his house in Pennsylvania. He was transported to a Pittsburgh hospital, and doctors say it was just a minor heart issue. and he suffered some small injuries to his face. Thankfully, Fetterman is okay. He even put out a statement. If you thought my face looked bad before, wait until you see it now. And we wish him a full and speedy recovery. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.